Hello, my name is Kate, and today we are going to carry on looking at the book of 1 Thessalonians. Today, mainly, we're going to be looking at the first part of chapter 4. So, in this passage, there is a whole section that is where Paul is writing to this church in Thessalonica, and he's just reminding them of some key elements to how to live in Christ Jesus. So in yesterday's devotion, I was just sharing some thoughts about his fondness for this church, and how he had sent Timothy over to check in on them, to strengthen them, to encourage them, to see how they're doing. And now he moves into this part of the letter where he wants to just remind them in not too heavy a way, but important way nonetheless, about how they're choosing to live their lives. And there's a couple of different examples, and in each one he's like almost saying, I feel like you already know this, but I want to encourage you to do it more and more. I feel like you already know this, but again, of course you're living this way, but I want to encourage you to do it more and more. There's kind of a sense of you know these facts, you know that how God calls you to live, so don't be like plateauing along on a little line, but just push it a little bit further. What little changes could you make to do it more and more, to live in a way that God is calling, fully in obedience to how he is calling your life? He reminds them that it's really easy to be distracted by things around us, by other people's way of living, by other people's way of thinking, by other people's ways of choosing what they strive for. But no, he just reminds them, bringing it all back to the gospel message of you're living in obedience to what God has in store for you. So that includes things like how you use your body, what you what sort of self-control you might have, how you treat other people. There's all sorts of different examples. So I just want to encourage you today, if you were just to have a look at this day as an example, what things could you do that just nudge a little bit more and more into living as God's called you to do? Is there something that you've got planned later on today, or is there something that you're thinking about doing over the next week or so that really you know is not pleasing to God and is not what he's called you for? Just encourage you to nudge towards living in obedience to him. Hopefully that helps. See you soon.